Hi, I'm Andrea DeWitt, and today we are going to be learning about fair use guidelines. By the end of this video, learners will be able to define and identify intellectual property as well as explain copyright and fair use laws. What exactly are fair use laws? To understand fair use, we must first have an understanding of intellectual property. Intellectual property is anything that someone creates. This can include, but is certainly not limited to, music, videos, artwork, digital media, and more. In order to use someone else's intellectual property, it is important to do so legally and ethically. One way to do this is to ask the author of the work and get their permission. In many cases, this may be done easier said than done. In such cases, you may be covered using fair use laws. Stanford Library states that a fair use law is copying of copyrighted material done for a limited and transformative purpose, such as to comment upon, criticize, or parody a copyrighted work. Such uses can be done without permission. Fair use is a defense against a claim of copyright infringement. What is transformative use? Transformative use is subject to interpretation. Generally speaking, transformative use uses the work for criticism, commentary, or a work of parody. When determining fair use, keep these 4 points in mind. The purpose and character of your use. Is it just for fun, educational, or another reason? The nature of the copyrighted work, or how did they intend for it to be used? How much of the work are you taking, and was that much necessary to meet your goal? And the effect on the market. In other words, will your new product take away money from the creator of the original work? To better understand, let's take a look at this possible scenario. Professor Wang is teaching an online Introduction to Film Studies course. Her face to face version of the class meets Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for 50 minutes with 3-hour film screening sessions on Tuesday evenings. Students in the class learn about formal analysis, general studies, film history, and theory. Though class lectures and readings, watching films, and several short papers, students can gain basic critical tools necessary for understanding and analyzing the language of motion pictures. The online course is being offered over the summer. Many students are working full time or have moved home. Therefore, they are not able to go to the Media Resources Center in the university library to watch the films there. So that students can view the films, Professor Wang asked the library to upload their DVD copies of the films to the university streaming center. The streamed films will be available to the students through Brightspace for the duration of the summer semester only. Only students registered for the course will be able to access the film, and students will not be able to copy or download the films. Is this fair use? Yes, this does constitute fair use. Professor Wang's use is transformative since she is using films originally produced for entertainment purposes to educate students about the film history and theory. The professor and the students are subjecting the films to critical commentary and detailed analysis in a non commercial way. These films are creative works and they were used in their entirety, which would tend to weigh against fair use. However, given that the use is transformative and takes place for educational purposes, the use is more likely to be fair. Students are not normally expected to purchase copies of films of source materials, rather rely on the copy acquired by the university library. In this way, Professor Wang's streaming of the films did not cause the market harm. Thanks for watching.